Hello students, in the previous videos we discussed about the two properties of matter, that is matter is made up of particles and these particles are very tiny. Now in this video we are going to discuss the two more properties of matter, that is particles of matter have space between them and the particles of matter are continuously moving. This property can be explained by an activity, that is activity 1.3 and the activity 1.4. So let us discuss these. Particles of matter have space between them. How we can say that the particles of matter have space between them? That is, as in the activity 1.1 and 1.2, we saw that the particles of sugar, salt, Dettol or the potassium permanganate got evenly distributed in the water. So when we add a drop of potassium, a crystal of potassium permanganate or a drop of Dettol, we can find that it will get evenly distributed in the water. Similarly, when we make tea, coffee or the lemon juice, the particles of one type of matter get into the space between the particles of other. That's why we can say that it will get into these spaces because the particles are actually get into the spaces between the particles of the other matter. So this shows that there is enough space between the particles of matter. That means the particles, when two particles mixes, that is the particles of one matter and the particles of other matter, it get mixes. That means is because there is a space between the particles, so one particle can get into the particles of the other type of matter. So that is what we can say, that the particles of matter have space between them. In some type of matter, the space between the particles are very less, as you can see here. But in some cases, the space between the particles that is seen here, these are the particles, and the space between the particles, you can see that it is intermediate, and in some cases the space between the particles are very large. So now here three cases we have discussed here. The matter in which the space between the particle is very less and the space is greater, and here the space between the particles is intermediate. So we can classify the matter like here. These are the solid, liquid and the gases. So in the case of solid, the space between the particle is very less and it is greater in the case of gases, and it is intermediate for the case of liquid. So when we compare the matter solid, liquid and gas, we can say that from solid to the gas, the space between the particles is increases. That is why we can say that in the gases, the particles can freely move. So this we can say that the particles of matter have space between them. So this is one of the properties of matter. The next activity, that is activity 1.4. Take two glasses or the beaker filled with water. Drop a blue or red ink slowly and carefully along the sides of the first beaker, and honey in the same way in the second beaker. So what we need to do here, we have to take a beaker. Let us take one glass container here. So here we'll be dropping a ink, blue ink. So what we can see that the blue ink gets spread into the water. Similarly, when we drop a red ink into the water, it gets mixed with the water. But in the case of honey will not get mixed with the water very easily. We have to stir it, then only it will get mixed up. So what we can conclude from this, in the case of blue ink, red ink, when it is dropped into the water, it get mixed up with the water without stirring. But in the case of honey, we have to stir it to mix it. That means the particles of blue or the red ink, it get mixes with the particles of water without stirring. That means it mixes its own. So what we can say that here the particles must be in motion. That means we can say that the particles of matters are continuously moving. So we can conclude from this one, because it is get mixes by their own. So when we take the case of only the blue ink, so you can see in the first here the ink, few drop of blue ink is mixed into the water. Now you can see without the stirring, the blue ink is start to get mixed with the water, and we get a colored, the blue colored liquid now. That is the ink particles get intermixes into the particles of water. So from this we can say that the particles of matter intermixes on their own with each other, and the process of intermixing of particles of two different type of matter on their own is called diffusion. It is very important definition. So here we can conclude that because the red color or the blue color ink, it get mixes, we can say it get intermixed on their own with the water molecule. So here we can say that the particles, one particles of matter intermixes with the particles of other matter by their own, and this process of intermixing is called as water diffusion. So this is the definition for diffusion. Now we can see that when we drop red ink into the water, now here the particles will be there in the red ink and the particles will be there in the water. Now here the red color is shown as the particles of red ink, lead, and the blue color are shown here are the particles of water. So when we drop the red ink into the water, what we can see that after some time what happened, the red color ink is fully get mixed with the water. That is in the water it get intermixes, and that is by their own. So here what we can see that now the particles of red ink is, now it is evenly distributed in the water. That is it is intermixed with the water particles. So here this is actually we can conclude from this that the particles of matter intermixes on their own, because the particles of one matter get into the spaces of the particles of other matter. That you can see here, as we have discussed that the particles of matter have spaces. Now you can see that here are some spaces are there. So the particles of red ink get into the spaces of the particles of water. That is why we can say that now the particles of red ink is evenly mixed with the particles of water. So from this what we can say that the particles of matter are continuously moving as they possess kinetic energy. So we can say that here why they are moving, because they possess kinetic energy. And what is the effect of temperature on this? That is, when the temperature increases, the particles move faster, because kinetic energy of particles also increases. So when the temperature is increased, the particles move faster because kinetic energy of particles increases. So that is why we can see that the smell of hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away. But to get the smell from a cold food, you have to go closer because in the case of hot sizzling food, the particles have greater energy, that is a kinetic energy. That's why it get move faster, so that we are getting the smell even from a several meters away. But in the case of cold food, as the particles have lesser kinetic energy, so the movement or the there is a less flow of the particles. So that is why we can experience this. So here we have concluded that the particles of matter have space between them and the particles of matter are continuously moving. So these two are properties we have discussed through this activity. So the next properties will be discussed in the next video. So this is all about this video. Have a nice day.